The Adams family. What does it take to become an Olympic champion? For the Adams family, it took years of dedication, hard work, and overcoming obstacles that most of us can only imagine. The story of Stephen, Lisa, and Dame Valerie Adams is one of incredible athletic success, but also of resilience and determination in the face of adversity. From their early struggles in a small New Zealand town to their triumphs on the world stage, the Adams siblings have proven that anything is possible with the right mindset and the support of those around them. In this video, we will explore the fascinating lives of the Adams family, learning about their challenges, their careers, and the impacts they have had both in and outside of sports. But before we begin, do well to click the like and subscribe buttons to show your support. Done that? Great! Now let's get right into it. The family background of the Adams. The Adams family is a well-known sporting family from Tonga in New Zealand. The family consists of 14 siblings, including Stephen Adams and the two famous shot-putting sisters, Valerie and Lisa, all connected by their English father, Sydney Barry Adams. Sid Adams was a bit of a Casanova back in his day, mostly fixated on women of Tongan descent. Because of this, Sid had multiple wives throughout his life, which of course means multiple children. In his early life, he served in the Royal Navy and was well known for his impressive height and for having baseball mitts for hands, which, thankfully, he passed down to his children. Valerie Adams was born on October 6, 1984, in Tonga. She began her shot put career at a young age, and by the time she was a teenager, she was already winning national titles. Valerie quickly rose to international prominence, winning her first international medal at the 2001 World Youth Championships in Hungary. The death of her beloved mother, Lilica, was her driving force, due to the sacrifices that she made in order to give her family a life of opportunity. In the 1980s, at the age of 22, Lilica was coerced by her family to marry 52-year-old, 6'11" Sid Adams in Houma, Tonga. But this marriage was short-lived, as when Lilica and Valerie returned early from a holiday in New Zealand, they discovered that Sydney was involved with another woman, Kui Fefine, Stephen and Lisa's mother. Valerie didn't speak to her father for a long time after this. Lisa Adams was born on October 22, 1990, with cerebral palsy, a condition that affects her muscle control and coordination. Lisa's left-sided hemiplegia, or lefty, was overlooked by her family from a young age due to a lack of knowledge about her condition. As cruel as this sounds, this was one of the determining factors of Lisa's success, and despite her hardship, she has become a world-class athlete and a role model for others with disabilities. Due to the fact that she never allowed her disability to limit her, she began her para-athletics career at the age of 28 years old. After a lifetime of playing able-bodied sports, Lisa's talent was surprisingly discovered at her son's birthday party by Valerie when they were seen playing around in the backyard. Stephen Adams. Stephen Adams, born on July 23, 1993 in New Zealand, is a professional basketball player known for his impressive height of 2.11 meters. Stephen grew up with his father Sydney, brother Sid Jr., and sisters Gabby and Lisa Adams. Despite his current success, Stephen faced numerous challenges growing up, including being bullied for his height, lanky appearance, and poor upbringing. At a young age, Stephen was forced to walk around barefoot and wore the same clothes as his size made it difficult to find appropriate footwear and clothing. Stephen's parents separated when his father was 65 years old, leaving him to be a single father of 4 dependents on a pension. To make matters worse, Stephen's older siblings were exceptional basketball players, making it challenging for him to stand out. However, despite the difficulties, Stephen persevered and improved his skills with the help of his brother Warren. When Stephen was 13, his father's health began to decline, and the children had to take on more responsibility. Sid learned to drive at 13 to transport his siblings to school, the supermarket, and sports activities. Lisa handled the grocery shopping and paid the bills, while all of the children became independent at a young age due to their circumstances. Stephen's mother returned to help once his father was hospitalized, but the separation period proved too long, and she felt like a stranger to them. Unfortunately, Stephen's father passed away on May 2, 2007, leaving the children to cope with the loss and continue to support each other. When Stephen was young, he discovered that he had another brother, Mohi. Although Mohi didn't have much, he made an effort to keep a relationship with his long-lost family. Mohi, 24 years old at the time, was a manager at a farm, and due to struggles with schooling, Stephen took an immediate interest in farming. And after that, he would pick up Stephen every school holiday to teach him things about the farm. He still claims that these were some of the best times of his life, despite not being able to fit any gumboots and running around barefoot. These experiences ultimately paved the way to Stephen to buy his own farm and orchard in New Zealand for his family to manage while he's away. Despite all of the family's challenges, Stephen's basketball career began when his brother Warren noticed how much he'd grown and asked if he wanted to take basketball seriously. Initially set on becoming a farmer and still grieving his father's loss at 13, Stephen eventually moved to Wellington to start his basketball career, where his coach found him a pair of shoes that he wore everywhere. At the age of 14, Stephen attended the NZ Under-17 training camp, thinking it was a trial, and struggled initially, but later found out that he had been in a training camp. Stephen's story is one of resilience, perseverance, and triumph over adversity, inspiring many to overcome their challenges and pursue their passions. Valerie Adams, the shot-putting legend. Valerie Adams is a New Zealand shot putter and one of the most successful athletes in the history of the sport. Born in Tonga to a Tongan mother and an English father, Adams began her athletic career at a young age, winning her first national title when she was just 16 years old. Adams quickly rose to international prominence, winning her first major international medal at the 2001 World Youth Championships in Hungary. She went on to win multiple medals at the World Junior Championships, the Commonwealth Games, and the World Championships. Adams' greatest successes, however, came at the Olympic Games. She won back-to-back gold medals in the shot put at the 2008 Beijing Olympics and the 2012 London Olympics, and she has also won multiple silver and bronze medals at other Olympic Games. Throughout her career, Adams has been known for her power, technique, and mental toughness. She has broken multiple world records in the shot put and is widely regarded as one of the greatest athletes in the history of the sport. Beyond her sporting achievements, Adams has also been an advocate for mental health and well-being. She has spoken openly about her own struggles with depression and has used her platform to raise awareness and reduce stigma around mental health issues. In 2013, Adams established the Valerie Adams Foundation to provide support and mentoring to young athletes in New Zealand. Lisa Adams, the Paralympic champion. Lisa Adams is a New Zealand Paralympic athlete and shot putter who has achieved significant success in the sport despite having cerebral palsy. Lisa Helala Adams is not one to let labels define her. Growing up, she didn't let the fact that she had a disability stop her from trying anything and everything. Even when her classmates teased and bullied her, calling her hurtful names like cripple and handicap, Lisa remained resilient and focused on her dreams. From a young age, Lisa was drawn to sports. She started playing basketball and soon found herself excelling in other able-bodied sports like netball, rugby, and rugby league. She worked hard to pay her basketball fees, even taking on a job in the school canteen during her breaks. But life wasn't always easy for Lisa. Her parents separated when she was just 10 years old, and she lost her father when she was 16. Despite her young age, she stepped up and took on even more responsibility at home, ensuring that her siblings were taken care of and had everything they needed. For a while, Lisa found herself stuck in a rut. She was smoking and drinking and didn't see the possibility of ever becoming a professional athlete. But that all changed when she rediscovered her passion for sports and started training harder than ever. Now, Lisa is a force to be reckoned with. She works invoicing for a forestry company during the day and spends her free time training and playing sports. She even lives with her brother, Sid Jr., in their childhood home, which he recently purchased. Lisa's story is one of adversity and possibility. She's shown that no matter what life throws your way, you can always rise above it and achieve your dreams. Overcoming adversity. Growing up, Stephen, Valerie, and Lisa Adams faced significant challenges due to their family's financial hardship, health conditions, and their Tongan heritage. As a result, the family often struggled to make ends meet, and they had to make do with very little. In addition to their financial struggles, the family also faced discrimination and prejudice due to their Tongan heritage. They were often the only non-white students in their schools, and they experienced bullying and racism from other students and even some teachers. Despite these obstacles, the siblings were determined to succeed. They all discovered a love for sports at a young age, and they worked tirelessly to hone their skills and improve their performance. Their parents supported them as best they could, but they often had to rely on the generosity of others to help them pay for equipment, travel expenses, and other costs associated with their sport. Despite these collective challenges in which they shared, Valerie Adams faced her own problems. At the age of 16, weeks after her mother had passed away, her stepfather, Tevita, who resumed care of her, told Valerie that "You are not my daughter and you must move out and find your own way." Not having a relationship with her biological father at the time, Valerie slept at a bus stop in the dangerous streets of South Auckland until her coach helped her to get off the streets. This moment clearly paved the way for Valerie's career, as she was able to shine in the face of adversity and surprisingly used this skill set to help her succeed in the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. Did you know, a couple of years prior to the Tokyo Olympics, Valerie gave birth to her second child, Kepalele, via C-section. This procedure was performed 5 weeks early, secondary to complications in her pregnancy. Immediately after his birth, Valerie was rushed into emergency surgery, and when she woke, she was in horror. Valerie had a twisted bowel, requiring a large incision down her torso and ultimately resulting in her having a stoma bag, which she named Lizzie. Valerie hid this from the public as she did not want to receive sympathy from anyone, and proved this by promptly asking the doctors for a calendar after her reversal surgery so that she can start planning her journey to the Tokyo Games. The glittering athletic careers of the Adams sisters. Valerie and Lisa Adams have had highly successful careers in athletics, with both sisters excelling in the shot put. Valerie Adams began competing at a young age and quickly rose to prominence, winning her first national title at the age of 16. She went on to win multiple medals at the World Junior Championships, the Commonwealth Games, and the World Championships. Her greatest successes, however, came at the Olympic Games, where she won back-to-back gold medals in the shot put at the 2008 Beijing Olympics and the 2012 London Olympics, as well as multiple silver and bronze medals at other competitions. Valerie is widely regarded as one of the greatest shot putters in history. She has broken multiple world records in the sport and has consistently ranked among the top shot putters in the world for over a decade. Her technique, power, and mental toughness are widely admired, and she has been an inspiration to many aspiring athletes. Lisa Adams, despite her cerebral palsy, has also achieved significant success in the shot put. She made her international debut in Dubai at the 2019 World Para-Athletics Championships. Competing in the F37 category, Lisa not only broke the world record, she broke it 3 times to come away with a gold medal and an athletic scholarship to get her to the Paralympics. Since then, she has gone on to win multiple medals at international competitions, including the Paralympic Games and the World Championships. Lisa has become a role model for people with disabilities, showing that with hard work, determination, and support, it is possible to achieve great things. Both Valerie and Lisa have faced significant challenges in their careers, including discrimination, lack of support, and injury. Despite these challenges, they have remained dedicated to their sport and have continued to push themselves to new heights. Their success in athletics has not only brought them personal satisfaction, but it has also inspired others and helped to break down barriers for people with disabilities and for women in sports. Championing change. The impact of Valerie and Lisa Adams in sports. Valerie and Lisa Adams have had a significant impact in the field of sports, both as athletes and as advocates for inclusion and diversity. Valerie's accomplishments have inspired countless young athletes, especially girls and women, to pursue their athletic dreams and to believe in their abilities. She has also been a vocal advocate for gender equality in sports, speaking out against discrimination and calling for equal opportunities and recognition for female athletes. Lisa, on the other hand, has made a significant impact as a Paralympic athlete, showing that people with disabilities can excel in sports and achieve their dreams. She has become a role model for others with disabilities, demonstrating that disability does not have to be a barrier to success. She has also been an advocate for inclusion and accessibility in sports, pushing for greater recognition and support for Paralympic athletes. Together, Valerie and Lisa have used their success in sports to promote positive social change. They have advocated for greater representation of women and people with disabilities in sports, and they have been vocal about the need to address systemic barriers that prevent equal participation and recognition in sports. They have also been active in community engagement, working with young athletes and community organizations to promote healthy lifestyles and encourage participation in sports. Beyond athletics, the personal lives of the Adams siblings. Stephen, Valerie, and Lisa Adams have also been active outside of sports, working to promote positive social change and to make a difference in their communities. Since joining the NBA League, Stephen has organised multiple free basketball camps across New Zealand, targeted at low decile areas to give back to the community and inspire the younger generation. Valerie has been involved in a number of charitable organisations, including the New Zealand Breast Cancer Foundation and the Starship Foundation, which supports children's health. She has also been a vocal advocate for mental health, sharing her own experiences with depression and anxiety and working to raise awareness about the importance of mental health and well-being. In addition to her charitable work, Valerie is also a successful businesswoman with a range of ventures including a fitness studio, a sports management company, and an online training platform. She has also been a mentor to young athletes, sharing her knowledge and experience with the next generation of shot putters. Lisa has also been active in charitable work, supporting organisations such as the Cerebral Palsy Society and the Hallberg Foundation, which supports young athletes with disabilities. She has also been an advocate for accessibility and inclusion, working to break down barriers for people with disabilities in all areas of life. Outside of sports and charity work, both Valerie and Lisa enjoy spending time with their families and pursuing their hobbies. Valerie is an avid reader and enjoys spending time in nature, while Lisa is a dedicated mother and watches SpongeBob with her son. Overall, these siblings are not only accomplished athletes, but also active members of their communities, using their platforms to promote positive change and make a difference in the world. They have shown that success in sports is not the only measure of a person's worth, and that it is possible to lead a fulfilling and meaningful life outside of athletics. That comes to an end in the video. What sibling did you learn most about? Comment below, would love to hear the feedback. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next exciting video.